Hi guys, today I'm just going to be talking about gambling addiction. Since I've seen it's gone really common in not only high school but even now going into college, everywhere. It's like when you go to dining halls and the rec center and stuff, it's almost like even in classes and stuff, everyone, or in the lobby and stuff, everyone's just talking about sports betting and stuff. At least where I'm from, since it got legalized recently, like a year ago. But now that everyone's talking about it, it's almost like there's a lot more and more people getting addicted to it. And yes, it's not that easy to talk about, and yet so much of society and people is just oh, just stop doing it, just get over it. But they don't. I feel like they just see the rational side of it, but humans is it's not just logic. There's also humans is are emotional people, and being in that emotional and mental state of being in an addiction is not that easy to get over. That's just like saying, oh, someone why didn't if someone was in an abusive relationship or something, oh, why don't they just why don't they break up with them one day afterwards, one day after meeting them, or one day after getting together for the first time? It's obviously just not no one's gonna know that. And it's when you get into these rigid thought patterns and stuff, it's not that easy to get out of. So I feel like a lot of people should just have more empathy and just understand that it's not life is not just the rational, logical side, and that things can definitely be really emotional, and you have to try to get step into their shoes and just see how they're really feeling. But yeah, that's just the stigmatism part of it from society. But the second part is just that once you get into it, it's just really rough. Having to just knowing that all the money you make from your job and stuff is just going into it's just getting either paid to a bookie or a gambling company or something. Just knowing that every hour you work after you lose, it's just going to be paying rather than paying your passions or your dreams or something you've been saving up to. It's just going to pay it's just going to go nowhere. Basically, it's going to the trash. Basically, honestly, it's pretty sad. And all the birthday money and gift money and allowances and stuff that you got from family members, it's just going away. And once you lose it, it's just, I don't know, humans just has the psychology to just keep wanting to chase the losses and just place higher and higher bets, since their tolerance is just increasing. If you do a $10 bet and you lose, if you do a $20 bet, you get the $10 back and you get another $10 over that if you win. That's just the toxic mentality that gambling puts you into. And once you start winning 20s, that's not enough. So you got to bring it up to 40, 100, it'll go up to $400, $1,000, however much money you have to even spend on it. People will stop sticking to their routines and setting aside money to pay for whatever tuition if they're going to college or a trade school, or the car that they've been wanting for a really long time, or even just savings. And it's just going to go straight to gambling losses and just losses over and over again. And people keep thinking they can win their money back, and it's just, I don't know. If you think about it, if you keep increasing the amount of money you put into each bet, sure, oh, you win $1,000 bet, then you get 1,000, but then no one's just gonna quit like that. No one will just quit. They're just gonna put another 1,000 or 2,000 and keep going up and up until they lose money. And when it comes time to the point when they need money, the money's not gonna be there. And yeah, that's it. Once you bet it all away, it's just gonna be gone. So you just need to the third part of the video is just understanding that it's just it's definitely a hard thing to get away from. And obviously there's a lot of hype and people around you and stuff doing it, but it's just not the right, I don't know, it's just not the right thing to do, because you can lose. Not only do you lose the finance, the money aspect of it, but it also just rots your brain. it stresses you out so much that that's all you think about, and you're just detached from everyone around you, and like it's just hard to talk to people socially because they're just gonna see you as, oh, the person with the gambling addiction that just like keeps talking about like sports betting. That's all they know. Oh, they lost or they won. Oh, that team won by 7 points. That team lost by 6 points, and they lost like $100. And they just hear that over and over again, and that's the only thing you can even like talk to them about because that's all your brain's focused on. It's just like it's really toxic, and to the point where it's like the dopamine. Like you've just been so deprived of the dopamine that like it's not even like the wins that make you happy. It's just not losing makes you happy. Like you not losing has more is more happiness than the winning, which doesn't even make sense. It's just like the complete opposite of what normal like people would normally think. And it's just so toxic. Like it just takes so much time away from like passions and goals. Like if you want to like work out or like make more money, it's just like it's like the complete opposite of that because it's just draining the time, like taking sleep away from you, making you constantly stressed. There's just so much bad things about it. And like eventually if you're in like a gambling addiction, you just gotta like eventually find time, either taper off or just like completely rip the bandage off and just like quit, because eventually you'll just realize it's not gonna be sustainable anymore, and you're just gonna lose all this money either you work for or got gifted. Like either way, the money is still valuable. Money is money. Like if you look at it rationally, you can't just like throw it away like that. Like, but yeah, obviously you gotta think deeply with emotions and stuff and understand like that like it can be hard, and not only on yourself but everyone around you. It's just like it's one of those things that like everyone around you just sees you like suffering through it over and over again. Like I guess drugs and stuff, you can like do it in the comfort of your own home, and not some people do in public, but a lot of people like they don't really, if they don't want to do it in front of family, like they don't have to and stuff, and it's just really like closed off. But like gambling, like it's in like conversations every day, and it's just really hard to shake off. So yeah, that's the only thing I have really.